Well, did you know at the start of the school year, young people are more likely to run away from home?
Questions parents now find themselves asking: how does this happen, and what should I do? And what should I do when it does happen as well?
Yeah, one family is speaking out tonight about this, hoping to break the stigma of mental health. Here's 10 TV's Bryant Somerville.
And she told me that my niece
A phone
ran away.
call, the phone call Christina Preston never wanted.
I can't even describe the emotions that went through me as soon as she said that.
Her sister on the other line, telling her Preston's niece had run away from home. She put out pleas on social media, begging for extra eyes to be on the lookout. The reason for why she did it, Preston says, a little bit of everything.
So many different stigmas and technology and social media and just everything.
She gets that call often.
Definitely some days are harder than others.
Abby Wolschlager is the clinical director at Huckleberry House, working with youth dealing with difficult problems like abuse, neglect, and homelessness, and helping them take control of their lives. In a typical month, Huckleberry House sees about 55 youth in its shelter. Once school begins in the fall, that number goes up to about 75.
The conflict gets pretty intense at home, and then either the child leaves or the parent kicks them out.
Add COVID on top of that, Wolschlager says the boiling point comes much quicker.
Because of COVID, we have really seen inability to kind of cope with a lot of the conflict at home. And by the time the child gets to us, the parents are like, I am done. They can't come home.
Preston says her niece, after a search that included the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, Madison Township, and Groveport law enforcement agencies, has been found. She says the voice of change lies with everyone, not afraid to speak up and to break stigmas associated with coping and mental health.
Parents need to get together and be willing and able to talk without wondering how everybody's going to perceive them and look at them about issues that their children are having.
Hoping no other family gets that call. Bryant Somerville, 10 TV News.
Well, the Huckleberry House is also making sure parents and caregivers, as well as teenagers, know the resources available to them. You can find that with this story on our website. Just go to 10tv.com.